Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a From Palette to Plate collab video, and it's our monthly Pretty Fingers by Robin collab. So I have some Pretty Fingers by Robin plates here that I'm going to incorporate into my set. And let's see if I can get this to focus. This plate is 310 Dandelions. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit, maybe. Try to get everything out of the background, and it still does not want to focus. I have 81 Snails. I have 27 King of the Hill. I'm going to use the fence right here. And then I'm just going to be taking images off 299 Cottagecore 3.0, which is one of my favorite plates, and it's such a spring-like plate. There we go. This I gotta really zoom in for the plates to be in focus. And then the Cottagecore 291 2.0. So I'm going to start stamping, and I'm going to try and do an ombre. And I'm using the color 26 St. Martin from iGel for the sky. And I probably won't do all these on camera just because it takes me a little while to ombre. And this is a, what's it, Mitzi? And it doesn't have a number on it. It's just a green color that I'll be using for the grass or the ground. And I'm not sure how well these two colors will ombre, but I'm going to give it a try. All right, let's give this a go with my ombre brush here. There's way too much green on top, so the next pass I'll have to put more blue, but that actually looks kind of pretty. So I'm going to cure that. And I have a whole bunch of polishes to use for this set. So let me go and ombre these nails and I'll be back. Okay, so while that last coat is curing, let's get started on some images I wanted to pick up. And since I don't have a brown, I'm gonna make one because I want the fencing brown. I'm just gonna mix some colors and hopefully just get a muddy brown here. That's actually really good. That will work. All right, so let's just put this on the plate. Now I don't need the whole image because my nails are small. I might be able to pick up a couple, so let's see. Let me put this paper towel under so when I scrape I don't get polish everywhere. And I have the shrinking stamper because I want the image smaller because my nails are tiny that I'm going to be using. And want to reverse stamp this. So let's take this stamper out. And let me see if I find one that I can fit, another one that I can fit in here. And yep, this one will work. So hopefully I can pick up more of that image. I don't know, the polish might have dried already, but let's give it a try anyway. Yeah, it's dry. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. So let's clean this off and reapply some polish. Take it off and it will shrink. All right, so that's two. So we'll just do 2 nails right now with the fencing. And since I have this brown, this plate, let's pick up a couple of images of the deer. Now I know I want that one, but I think, where's the smaller image? Let's pick up the smaller image here. Let's make sure I get the polish in there really well. Here we go. Gotta clean it up a little bit. One. And there was another deer image that I wanted. That one's too big. Let me see. There's a small one. Yeah, right here. Okay, so the rest of this brown here. Hopefully it's not too dry to use. Let's see. You kind of have to work quickly when you're mixing polishes. Yeah, and it's too dry to use. Okay, that's not a problem. I will just use a different brown. All right, let's see, what do I have here? I wonder, let's try, I wonder if I can do it with the eye gel, because I don't have any other brown here. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure if it'll work or not. Sometimes regular polish isn't, regular lacquer isn't good for stamping. But let's try it and see. And actually it worked really well. Look at that. That's really good. So we'll just use the eye gel brown. And the one I used is, I'll tell you what color I used. I used 076 Retro. Okay, let's put those to the side there. And I know I want to pick up a snail or two. So let's pick up some snails here. I need a small one. So let's just try to pick up this little one right here. I can't even see what the image is. Doesn't really look like a snail. I don't like that one. Doesn't look too much like a snail to me. Oh, I see one. Okay. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's try this one on the log over here. It's really tiny one. Oops. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So let's try and clean up what I don't need. So I just want this teeny tiny snail here. Let's grab the dotting tool so I don't mess up the whole thing. Okay, good. So I got the snail there. And what else did I want? I wanted to pick up some of these, but I think I'll wait until I have the fence post down. So let's see, 1, 2. I want a picture of the flying deer. Well, not the flying deer, but the deer with wings. So let me see. I think I want to do the big one. Let's pick up the big one. I know the whole image won't fit. Yeah, no, I think it's just way too big. We'll have to do the small one. That's all right. Just a little harder to reverse stamp, that's all. And let's get that image. Perfect. Alright, and then I wanted the bunny with the wings, so let's grab that one. Oops, darn it, I forgot I have flowers on here. Let's take these off. I don't need those right now. And I will stick them over there. Okay, I've got to redo that one. I had those flowers from another set that I wanted to save to use for something, and I completely forgot I had them. So let's clean off this plate. Anybody else go through a lot of acetone? I had my husband get me some from the hardware store because I just go through so much for cleaning the plates and everything. You know, you get the ones from Amazon, from Sally's or whatever. It gets to be so expensive. So I just got the bigger one, and I missed part of his face. I just got the bigger refill, and then I just refill my little bottle here that I have on my desk. But even that can is almost gone already. All right, let's try this again. Much better. Okay, let's put that off to the side to dry. And then I just want some flowers here. So I'm just going to pick up these pretty flowers and not this rat that's on the plate. Don't want the rat. Okay, that will work. Let's get the rest of this off here. All right, so now I have some image. I know I'm gonna need some more. Maybe let's pick up some of these raspberries here. I just have to get another stamper. I'm running out of stampers. Here we go. the raspberries. There we go. Okay. It's very spring-like, even though raspberries come out in the summer. I used to have raspberry bushes when I lived on Long Island, and my dog used to go and eat the raspberries off the bushes. She just loved the raspberries. Okay, so now it's going to be a no talking time because I'm going to start some reverse stamping here. Let me just clean this up real quick. And we all know that when I reverse stamp, I like to concentrate. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough images yet, but let's get these images on the nails. So it looks like the antlers separated from the ear. So let's rub that off and let's see how to fix it. Get one of these Q-tip thingies. These wooden little Q-tip things that I always break when I try to get them into the acetone. So let's see if we can get this off here. This is fun. Just making a black mess. All right, let me get a brush. This one should work, I think. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. All right, so let's find that image, which is right here. And I'm just going to try and pick up the antler now. And then try to match it up, which will be the fun part. All right, let's see. All right, that'll work. All right, let's put that back on the stand. And then, let's see. I want to use part of this fence to make the deer look like it's on the other side of the fence. All right, let me grab a tweezer because maybe I can use some of this fence in another image and not waste it. Oops, let's see. Let's grab a nail. It's not perfect, but that will work. And let's see if we can get another piece off here. And the reason I put the white on the background is because, on the back of the fence, was because I wanted it to really stand out. Like, I didn't want you to be able to see the green. Oops, I can't pick that up. Okay, I didn't want you to see the green in the back of the nail. So we got that on there. Oops. Let's see. Okay, that worked. All right. So it's not perfect, but it kind of looks like wood, and wood is never perfect. So let's put that back, and I think that looks adorable with the deer head over the fence, even though we got a white spot there. So I'll have to try to cover that up with something. Oh wait, you know what I can cover it up with? Let's see if I can get this to stick. There we go. Now it's covered up, and we got a little snail on there. And let's see, so I have some more fencing. So let's see. Well, that's upside down. Let's just try to do a piece of it here. And well, came off anyway, so where's my tweezer? Okay. And let's put that over there, and let's try and see if we can get some fence over here. Again, not perfect because it's a little squishy. I can't, it's pretty sticky, so I can't lift it up, but that's all right. And we'll just try to cover some of that up. And we still have a lot of little pieces of fence over here, but we don't need them, so we'll just take that off. Okay. Now, let's see what we can cover this with. So let's try put the bunny right here. Yes, and I know the wings aren't colored in, but what I wanted to try and do, if I can, is take this Emily 083, and I wanted to make the wings like iridescent. So I have this really pretty kind of iridescent gel polish that the wings should show through. And then I'll just cure it. And I'll have really pretty sparkly iridescent wings here. And if you can see that, how pretty that looks. All right, gonna cure that.
bad for nails.
Sorry.
Keep skin safe from UV exposure for you.
Oh, he talks a lot. So let's see. So now I want to put the deer, but I don't know if I need to. I think I might need to paint this white. So let me get some more white polish and paint this whole thing white here. Just so it'll stand out on the nail. It won't blur into the background. It'll be bolder. And I'm gonna do the wings and everything, the whole shebang here. And I'll just let it dry for a minute or two. And then I'm gonna make these wings iridescent as well. But I think I'm gonna grab a different Emily polish because that one just seemed too yellow. And I'm sorry, I'm always off at a shot when I'm painting. For some reason, I always lean towards the left, and I don't know why I do that. It's very strange. All right, so I wanted to paint these flowers purple, and I have this purple, this Aurora Veil, B566. So let's do these real quick. And then I'll get a different Emily polish. Now, I was asked the other day by a friend of mine about reverse stamping with lacquers, and you can reverse stamp with any lacquer you want. It doesn't have to be Maniology. It doesn't have to be Born Pretty. I mean, I don't know if Born Pretty actually makes lacquer, but if you have Sally Hansen, you know, you have OPI, you have whatever lacquer you want, you can reverse stamp with. There's no specific polish you need to reverse stamp with. So I don't want people to think that you have to go and buy, you know, specific polishes. And then we're gonna put, I think I have to do this white as well, to make it pop. I've never really had to do this before. Why do I have, okay. But I think the picture is just a little bit busy with the fence, so I think putting the white behind it will really make these images just stand out. And I'm shedding so bad, my hair is like everywhere. It's not my dog's hair this time, it's mine. So I don't know if anybody ever, you know, paints their images white after you've colored them in. Let me know. Let me know if maybe there's another way to make the images, you know, pop. But I think this is the best way, unless you're using a very light background. I think this just works well. At least for me anyway, so. Boy. That almost spilt everywhere. All right, let's let that dry. Let me see, what do I have? Let me see if this will. Alright, there's that. And just want to put a dot of yellow because you can't really see it. So, you know, sometimes that's again why you want to put the white in the background. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside to dry. And let me see what else I have here. Oops. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. And let's put, I can't really see through that disc, the deer here. It needs a little flower or something at the bottom, so let's pick up some tiny flowers here. We can use this plate because it has a lot of little flowers. Let me see, what do I want to use? I need like a bunch. Well, what if we just use some strawberries? We could do that. But those are pretty big compared to the deer. All right, let me check the other plate. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to use the dandelions. So let's see. And these will be probably pretty big too. So what I could do is try the shrinking stamper. Let's try the shrinking stamper with this. Right here. And let's scrape. Pick up the dandelions. And let's shrink them a bit. I'm going to let these dry a minute and then paint them white and green. So I got two more Emily polishes, and this one is 0850 and 082. So let me get my brush here and make sure it's clean. And let's paint some deer antlers here. Not deer antlers, I'm sorry, deer wings. Let's just make them look all glittery and sparkly. I might have to do 2 coats because I'm not getting as much glitter on here as I want. And these bottles are full of glitter too. And I can't really sponge it on there, so. But what I could do, maybe, I do have this glitter here. I don't know if it'll mess it up or not, but just take a little bit and maybe add it in. That looks pretty. Just to give it a little bit more glitter. And just move it around a little bit. Let me just get a tad bit more here and do the other side. I like glitter. You don't want too much that you can't see their wings. So you got to spread it out really well. All right, I'm going to cure that. Let's see what the other one looks like. Oh, bunny looks really cute. And where is the other one? Oh, it's this one right here. And let's pick up this glitter. Now these wings are white, so hopefully this will pop really nice. But again, the glitter is so sparse here. So let's see, I have one that's like a little bit purple. Let's use this one. We'll just add that into the gel polish, just to give it a little bit more glitter. All right, I'm going to cure that. Clean this up. Let's color in these dandelions. Let's get some green here. Though I'm probably not going to use most of the stem on it. We'll see. Right, let's let that dry. And let's move this. Look how pretty that looks with the glitter. And what do we have here? I know we have the raspberries. And do we want them with the bunny? Yeah, let's put them here. Now there is a little white there, so I wonder if I could maybe scrape that off a little bit. So this is my completed set for the From Palette to Plate, Pretty Fingers by Robin, done your way. I would hope that wasn't upside down. I hope you liked my set, and yeah, there are a few mistakes on here, but I think the set still came out really cute. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And if you're interested in joining the Discord group, please, leave me a comment. There will be a link in the video also if you want to join. So I will catch you in the next one.